Logic games was very, very difficult. So I had to take kind of like a step back and think, maybe if I start putting more into it, like I can understand it. It's just taking the time to break it all down.
Mm-hmm.
So for sure, that helped a lot.
Yeah. And for me, it was different because logic games, it was initially one of my harder areas. But I don't know. If I just kept doing it, I started having fun with it, and it just started being like a literal game, I started
Yeah.
taking it like a logic game. I guess it's like the nerd in me or something. Like I just liked it, and I'm just like, oh my god, triathlon is scheduling. Like I'm so excited about it. Like once I figured out what they're doing and like the rules, and then I just learned how to pass. I knew I couldn't get them all done like in a section, but I knew I could get a solid 3, and I just tried to focus on that, and then I moved on. But my biggest challenge was the logical reasoning, and I don't know why, but it was like, it's half of the test, so it was kind of scary. But I ended up passing the long run, so I guess it all worked out. But it was
Most definitely.
it's really a difficult test to wrap your mind around it, because you're definitely thinking differently than I've ever thought before. I mean, with any standardized exam or test, it definitely challenges your thinking and pushes you to think in a different way in another area.
Yeah, it really is. And logical reasoning, especially, is kind of a grab bag where there's like a dozen different question types. So it can be hard to figure out what they're going to throw at you next. But there are actually patterns underlying the exam. And if you can come to see those patterns, the games, it's a bit more apparent because you have ordering versus grouping. But logical reasoning, like a dozen plus different types, it can be hard to see what is actually the commonalities between some of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes time to get there. It takes time to really study it, because it is a kind of a science, but they don't give you the formulas. You have to kind of figure the formulas out. And that's what I try to show folks. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.